So we got a good one for you today, guys. We're going to go over one of the time-old debates in reselling on eBay, and that is end in relist, end in sell similar, or do you do neither at all because neither of them work? It's a debate that happens all the time, and today we are going to address that. But before we get into all that, we're going to answer Ryan's question. He asks how I handle refunds or returns when somebody says they see a small scratch on the card. Do I just refund and move on? Great question, Ryan. All right, Ryan. So you've been around a while. So you've seen a lot of these videos. I think you can kind of tell I'm kind of very relaxed, very laid back in how I do things. So refunds and returns. If a customer sees a problem with the card, what do? Do I ask them to return it? No, I don't. Because typically most of the cards I'm selling are like under $2, so it's not a big deal to me. I just refund. You know, I'll ask a question maybe here or there, but overall, I just wind up refunding the card. And wow, I just realized something. I just sold a Bo Jackson, and the person I'm shipping it to, his name is Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson. Let me take a look at something. Richland, Washington. See if that's the Randy Johnson. Let's see. Nah, it's not. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's not. Cool little thought though. Sorry. Back on topic. Yeah, the refunds, I just give them no questions asked. The cards are under $2. Doesn't really bother me. If they find something wrong with the card, because actually I'm upset if they find something wrong with the card. I don't really look over these cards in depth, being that they're under $2. But I do check my corners. If something is like rule on a corner, or actually even just I don't sell it. So customers got an issue, I just refund them. 9 times out of 10, if I get the card back and they want to, I've only had this happen once. It's not going to be something I resell anyway, so you know what, just take the refund. And part of the reason is I have free shipping. When they return it, you have to pay shipping. So I paid 63 cents. Yeah, I get that back with the refund. But then I gotta pay 63 cents to get it back. So then I'm out more money. And then I gotta resell it. I have to up the price. These cards, I'm not upping the price, especially if there was a damage on it. I'm just gonna trash it. So you know what? You keep the card. You do with it what you want. Throw it out, keep it, whatever you want. And I'm just going to send you your money back. Who cares? Here you go. If there's a more expensive card, different story. But I'm not really going to get into that because, guys, you know, all I sell is low-end crap to some of you guys. Now, Patrick, he's got the question of the day. He says with a larger store, I'm sure you just let eBay auto-relist your cards. Kind of. He also says with a store under 250 cards, would I recommend just canceling and selling similar? Good question. He's been doing this. He heard it, you know, kind of helps with the algorithm, something we've all heard, but he's not sure. He's been doing it. He sees a little bump in sales, but he's not sure if it's coincidence or if it actually works. That, Patrick, is a great question. Patrick, you brought up a topic that's another one that's a big debate between, you know, a lot of resellers, and not just in the sports card niche. Auto relist, auto sell similar. What do you do with it? So let's see, smaller store, would I do it? Yes. You said, would you cancel the listing and sell similar? It really does not hurt you to do that, because if you wait for the last day of the month, so if you go to your ending today and look at a card and see it's ending today, what's going to happen with good to cancel? It's going to relist today, and it's going to count as one listing against your 250 because the item was just relisted. So if you cancel that item before it's relisted, and then sell similar or relist, it still counts as just one. Now, if you canceled it right after it relisted, you're going to wind up getting hit for 2 listings. So, easiest way to understand this, go to your ending today. The card is still active, but it's ending today. End it. Who cares that you ended it early? It could be 12 hours, could be 15 hours early. Who cares? End it. Then relist it, sell similar. It's going to count as one new listing, which you were going to get charged for if you didn't do anything. So, yeah, even under $250 in your store, it's worthwhile. But the debate comes, like, does it actually work? You mentioned that. You seem like you might get a little bump here or there. You're not sure if it's coincidence. Guess what? I've been selling for years on eBay, and I'm still not sure if it's coincidence or not. My unscientific opinion, it helps. I do notice an increase because what I do end and relist every 90 days. So if a card, has been up for a month, I'm not ending and relisting. I go to my ending today every day, and if I see something has been listed for 3 months or longer, I will end it and then relist. And I'll make a note in my custom SKU, first time, second time, and third time, guys, it's baseball. You're out. So what I do after the third time, I remove it from my store completely, put it in a bulk box, and eventually when I have enough, I will send out a flat rate, listing. But every 3 months, I end the listing. Then I go and do, sell similar. And I do frequently see like an uptick over the next couple of days of that custom SKU showing up in sales. So does it work? That leads me to believe it does. Does it actually? Who knows? I'm going to think it does, and the reason is when you do the end and relist or end sell similar, that new listing does get a new item number versus when you let eBay just automatically do the good till canceled relist. So that new item number, what it does do is give you a little boost in the search traffic. eBay now consider this a new listing. It's got a new item. So you're going to get that, 24-hour bump in search. So 24-hour bump in search with an item that hasn't been searched much in like 3 months and getting buried in the rankings. Yeah, I would think it helps. At the end of the day, though, it's long tail sports cards. We're still going to have to see, like, if the right person comes along searching for that player, that card. You know what I mean? But, yeah, large store, I do let eBay do most of them. But every 3 months, I'll take cards down. So usually, on average, I'd say I'm probably ending about 300 listings per day. Around then, that's like an average. Some days it may just be like 60. Other days it may be like 700. But I do the auto relist, and I do end and sell similar. There's the debate about sell similar and relist. Some people say relist doesn't give you a new item number. For any of you who think that, I'm just going to flat out tell you right now, it's wrong. It's wrong. I don't care what any other YouTuber says. They're wrong. End and relist does give you a new item number, just like it does with end and sell similar. Don't believe me? Just try it yourself. Because I have, multiple times. I've done it with screenshots live, like sent screenshots, and done it on like lives with others. YouTubers have said otherwise, and proven them wrong. I think that's a problem we have with a lot of YouTube, is people just listen and hear what they say and just take that as truth without seeing for ourselves. I've tested end and relist. It gives you the same number. You think otherwise, you're wrong. Go try it yourself. So guys, I've had a big itch lately, a big one. Now, it's nothing crazy. It's just an itch to rip some wax. That's right. I haven't ripped wax in a while, and I really have that itch. I was in Walmart the other day and saw not much. They had a bunch of NBA hoops and Prism Draft, stuff I'm not fans of, but they did have a box of Hoops Winter. So we bought that. We are going to be ripping this on Christmas Day. So please be here to watch this. Obviously, it'll be pre-recorded, but you'll get to see what I got. And those cards are going to go live on sale eBay that day. Hopefully we get something good for you guys to get. And guys, if you're interested in seeing what's in that box, make sure to hit subscribe. That way you can see when that video drops. And cool by default, he asks what I use for shipping. And the reason why he asked that is because he just takes his cards to the post office and they charge him $5. That's right, $5 per card to ship. So he's pretty curious. What do I use? All right, cool by default. This is a topic we've covered multiple times here, but like I tell you guys every video, I don't mind covering these same topics again because I see in every video I'm getting a lot of new viewers. A lot. Case in point, only about 45% of my viewers are subbed. So that tells me there's new viewers all the time. What do I use for shipping? Because, you know, at the post office, he's getting charged $5 to ship a card. That's the problem. You're going to the post office. Only go to the post office to drop off your cards. What am I using? I'm using eBay Standard Envelope. If you haven't used it, start using it. eBay Standard Envelope up to 1 ounce, which usually I do about 3 cards in an envelope for up to 1 ounce. It's 63 cents. You have to buy that postage through eBay, and you just print up their label. So that's what you do. 2 ounces is 87 cents. 3 ounces is $1.11. Using eBay is clutch, and it really makes this low-end volume game worth it. Because if you're going to the post office with a sub $2 card for $5 shipping, you're going to be losing money unless you're charging shipping. So yeah, I use eBay Standard Envelope. Take a look at it next time you post on eBay and let me know what you think. And now Jeremy's just curious, what do I use to print my labels and what are the labels called? Hey, no question's a dumb question. That's a good question. Let's go answer that one for you, Jeremy. And since we're talking about shipping, we're going to talk about another thing that we always talk about again. How do I print my labels? What are they called? Where do I get them? I use a Rollo printer right over there. It's a thermal printer. You could use whatever thermal printer you want. Thermal labels. You don't have to worry about ink. You don't have to worry about taping labels. Just change your eBay setting to print 4x6 labels. When you print, you choose your thermal printer and it'll just print out a row of labels just like that. And you got them. So I use a Rollo printer. I also use the Rollo thermal labels. You could use any thermal label that fits. I have links to what I use in the description below. It is to Amazon, so it is an affiliate link. But yeah, Jeremy, you could take a look at that. But really, any thermal printer will do. Rollo's the name brand, it's more expensive. You could get other versions on Amazon that aren't name brand for like 75, 80 bucks. And with being Christmas time right now, you might even get it cheaper. So that's all I got for you guys today. As you can tell with my voice, I am fully feeling better now, so we're really getting back into this. In the meantime, why don't you go check out this video on why selling sports cards isn't going to make you rich, but you can have fun doing it, enjoy yourself, and make a little extra cash. So yeah, check out this video, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.